speak on an adjournment in memory. Mr. Speaker, you are recognized at your desk.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. Members, I rise today to ask that the Assembly adjourn in the memory of Francine Antoinette Maigue. Francine was a much-beloved member of the Assembly family as District Director to Assemblymember Lorena Gonzalez for 8 years. She died the night before last after surviving with stage 4 lung cancer since 2019. She had never smoked and was just 41 years old. Francine Maigue was born in the Philippines and immigrated to California as a young child living in Chula Vista. She has said her last name came from a Tagalog word meaning to do something well, but she did many things well. She danced with the San Francisco Ballet. She held degrees from Harvard and UCLA. She was a poet, and she was an active leader in the Filipino community. Of the many hats she wore, her most cherished was that of District Director, serving the families in the 80th Assembly District. She worked up to the end, and in doing so, won many friends in the San Diego community. Assemblymember Gonzalez described her by saying she wasn't just a good person, she was the best person. She was adored and survived by her parents, her sister, her nieces, and a nephew. I ask that we adjourn today in the memory of Francine Antoinette Maigue.
Thank you, Speaker Rendon. Assemblymember Ward, you are recognized at your desk.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, thank you for those words. We are devastated, San Diego. Francine helped out all of our districts, and she engaged with all of our staffs and all of our constituents. She was a model of service and what we seek for Assembly staff, and particularly those that are committed to the thousands of Californians that need help on a regular basis. She was caring, she was kind, she was compassionate, she was aggressive, she wanted to do good. And she passed that on, and she was a great leader for that office and a model for so many others in San Diego as well. We miss her, but her spirit lives with us, and we're just grateful for all that she gave to the Assembly and to our constituents.
Thank you, Mr. Ward. Ms. Boerner Horvath, you are recognized at your desk.
Thank you very much. I also rise to adjourn in the memory of Francine. You know, in San Diego, we're a close-knit community. And when I got elected, you know, I was the first Democrat since 1978, and I didn't know how to set up a district office. And Francine stood there side by side with my team and helped us. And when the pandemic hit and we had thousands of EDD calls, we worked as a team, and Francine was the ringleader. She took calls from all over San Diego County, speaking multiple languages for when we couldn't handle the caseload. Francine is a poet, a dancer, and a heartfelt member of our community who empowered youth to be something better, to live life to its fullest. Her memory is going to rest with all of us. Her legacy sits with all of us. And may we adjourn today in memory of Francine.
Thank you, Ms. Boerner Horvath. Mr. Maienschein, you are recognized at your desk.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I, too, rise to adjourn in the memory of Francine. She was somebody that I got to know on a number of occasions. I certainly was struck by her bubbly personality, the way she really loved life, very vibrant. Somebody who wanted to serve not just her community, but the community of San Diego. We worked on several events that affected my district, maybe even a little bit more than her own, but she jumped in just as much then. I also know how much she meant to our former colleague, Ms. Gonzalez, and how personal that is for her as well to go through this loss. She's somebody that'll be missed. I think you can see by the fact that all the delegation in San Diego stands and speaks in her memory how much she meant to each one of us. She will be missed.
Thank you, Mr.